Hi guys, Big Rick 150 here. Sorry for delaying some content. End of the month is always a crazy time, and it's hard to find the time to make the content. I'm hoping to get better, start getting a couple videos made in my days off so I can spread them out over the week. Unless something drastically changes where breaking news or something that I find to be very important. So I apologize for that. Second, I do have a couple of videos planned for this week that I hope you will enjoy as well. They might seem a little more slighted towards Ford, but it's, there's a lot of stuff that's going on at Ford right now that I want to touch on, because this is actually a very important week for Ford with some of their stuff, but I digress. Trying to come up with content sometimes is a little difficult. So I'll be talking to a customer, I'll be talking to co-workers, trying to figure out what can I do? What can I talk about? And we got talking about rebates. I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm going to talk about. Because everybody's always has a million questions about rebates. So I'm going to kind of sum it up in a nutshell. Rebates are basically what the manufacturer is giving you to purchase a car. It's in their incentive. But the thing is, dealers will show you incentives that you may not qualify for. What I mean by that is, if you are a firefighter, first responder, college grad, there's time frames that they have on it. I know with Ford, to be a college grad, you have to be within the last 2 years. And you got to show documentation. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm a college grad. No, you need the actual documentation. What I mean by that is, you need your diploma or the current transcript. So that's something that you have to do. You also have the first responder or military. First responder, now I'm talking Ford, so I know how Ford is. They actually have a website called id.me. You go on there, you fill it out, and it's also a great tool for first responders and military because you can get discounts on other things. So if you are in the military, I salute you for your sacrifice. If you are a first responder, firefighter, police officer, paramedic, again, I salute you for your service. You do a thankless job. On saying that is your rebate, your discount. The dealership will do everything they can because you're a first responder. But it's nice to see it from the manufacturer. To go off on a little bit of a tangent, I apologize. One of the YouTube creators I follow on a totally different thing, he has a YouTube channel called The Quartering. His name's Jeremy. And he's talking about a social justice warrior, how they should get the same benefits as a veteran or as a first responder, just because they are a social justice warrior. A little bit of a gray area, unless you're fighting for this country or sacrificing yourself for the country. What I mean is, you are away from your family for more than 6 months out of the year on a deployment. You work night shift to protect the men and women of this country. Doesn't matter your ideology, your religion, your creed, anything. You should get some sort of benefits. because the pay's not great and you get the short end of the stick. Done with my tirade now. But a salesman, he's going to ask you questions. He's going to ask you personal stuff, try to get on common ground. When they're doing their upsheet or you're talking to them, a good salesman is going to ask you certain questions. Of course, name, address, email, phone number. One of the other questions that he should ask is, well, what do you do for a living? And the reason for that is some manufacturers have rebates specifically for teachers, for social workers, state workers, what have you. So it's not a question to poke fun at you or to, no. It's to help you get the most out of your most bang out of your buck. One of the other questions they're going to ask you is, how's the credit? And the reason we're going to ask that question, if your credit is great, it's going to be beneficial for you to possibly go with the 0% financing. Interest rates have gone up. There's no denying that. Over the past year and a half, they've gone up 6 times. They're going up another time this year, in December. They're talking another 3 times in 2019 and 1 time in 2020 before the election. So, interest rates are going up. That's actually a good thing for the economy because banks are making money. They're lending money out better. There's benefits to it. But when you have 0% financing, hey, let the bank, make money off your money in the bank and keep the 0%. But people are looking for a rebate on top of that. Not every manufacturer is going to give you 0 plus a rebate. Some cars right now, depending on what it is and the time of the year, with the model year coming to an end, you'll see a $5,000 rebate that they put on a vehicle. Or 0% with a $1,000 rebate. People so want that 0% and that $5,000 rebate. It's not going to happen. Ford, GM, Fiat, Chrysler, they're not going to do that. Some manufacturers don't even have rebates. They either have the interest rate that's available or 0%. And that's just the way some manufacturers are. Every manufacturer is different, so I'm not going to say that's common. Again, speaking for Ford, 0% financing, usually you have $1,000. I saw the other day on a vehicle, I forget which vehicle it was, there was a $2,500 rebate and 0. So depending on the vehicle, sometimes you do get a really big rebate. Now you got to check, because there's 0% usually on vehicles for short term, 36 months. When you see 0 for 60 or 72 months, you want to jump on that. Because it's free money. Now, rebates apply not to everybody. Because sometimes you'll get that $2,500 rebate, and let me back up. Sometimes people will show 0% with all these different rebates. Some rebates just that you don't qualify for. Are you a member of 4-H? Are you part of the Quarter Horse Society? Did you get a direct mailer? This, that, the other thing. Dealerships. It's not so much the manufacturers at this point. It's the dealerships. They're going to play a little loose. They're going to try to give you the best price on TV or in the newspaper. A little bit deceptive, but that's how they're going to get you in. Also, when you're online and you're looking at cars, you're in California, but you see a great car in Utah or in Texas. Well, there's different rebates in each state. So you might see a $5,000 rebate in Texas, but you're only getting a $2,000 rebate. Why is that? Manufacturers are going to push different vehicles in different areas. So you're going to have that difference in rebates. I'm in New Jersey, but New Jersey's split in half. You have the New York region and you have the Philadelphia region. And depending on where you live, you could be right on that border of having a great rebate or a bad rebate. What I mean by that is you could see somewhere from $500 to $1,000 difference in rebates. I've seen that happen. And I've also seen it where a rebate has changed while working a deal with the customer. So if somebody gives you a quote on a rebate, you know, they can change. Sometimes rebates change right in the middle of a deal. I've had that happen to me where there wasn't 0%. You know, we're doing the deal, we go on a test drive, we're sitting down negotiating, and the customer says, I got to be $500 a month. And you're at $560 and you're nowhere to be close. Just by pure happenstance, they check the rebates. You know, they pull up the rebates. Now everything's online, everything is instantaneous. Guess what? There's 0%. With the money the guy was putting down and everything else, it worked out to about $515. Great. That saves me a deal. They can change rebates at any point and any time, and people think it's the dealership. No, it's the manufacturer. They're watching how certain vehicles are being pushed. They want to push an F-150. They want to push a Cruze. They want to push a Durango. They're going to see, okay, we're not doing that well with it. So let's up the rebate by $1,000. Let's put a bigger lease program on it. And why not? Let's give them 0% for 72 months. Just to stimulate the sale of the vehicle. It happens all the time. There's no one way of saying that it's right or wrong. Most people do believe that car salesmen are scum because they feel like they know these programs are going to change ahead of time and they don't say nothing. We know that the date they're going to change. I'm filming this on October 2nd. October 2nd is when programs are set to change. Now, October 10th, they might say, we need to start pushing some more F-150s because the new 19s are coming out. So we're going to put a great program on. So I could remember what a program was for today, and guess what? In a week, they could change it all and push it. Salesmen only know what happens in the morning. Throughout the day, they change. Good place will let you know ahead of time. You know, my managers will call us in and say, hey, listen, we just found out Ford changed the program on the F-150. You now have an extra $500 on a lease, 0% for 72 months. Oh, and we're actually pushing 84 months at 2.9%. Okay, so now that guy that was looking for the truck yesterday, you can get him back in here. A lot of the time, it's not so much the dealership as the manufacturer changing their mind, pushing for certain things, thinking they have the program set exactly how they want it and it should go straight through. You know, we'll push it for the next month and it should be good. But when they see their numbers flatline, they want their numbers. They want their numbers this way. They don't want it straight line. They don't want it to dip. So if they see a stagnation, they're going to change things. So give the salesman a little bit of a break. A good salesman is going to ask you a bunch of questions, and the questions are for your benefit, not so much theirs. They're going to ask you, what car do you have right now? Is it a lease? Is it a finance? Because there's different rebates on those also. For a while there, Ford was actually giving a rebate if you were coming out of a Dodge Ram, an extra $1,500 for coming out of a Ram, just to get you out of a Ram and into a Ford. That's something that does happen. So I hope you guys found this informative. Sorry for my little rant earlier. Just a little bit of the what society's going to, and it just bothered me. I had to get it out there. But please do me a favor, comment, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. And please leave a comment, and we'll get back to you. Thank you guys, and have a great day.